Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Joshua Arce of Joshua Reviews, Movies and More, and today we're going to be reviewing The Flash. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so as you can see the title, yeah, I'm not happy with this movie at all. Is it a fun movie? Yes, it's a very fun movie, but it has so many flaws, I'm probably not even going to be able to tell all of them in this video. So, this movie is about Barry Allen going back and saving his mom, and, you know, he ends up in this alternate timeline, where, the timeline is, actually the time where Man of Steel is taking place. So, like, we're back all the way in, like, 2013. And so, you know, he gets there, he thinks everything is fine, you know, he gets to his apartment and everything, but, no, not his apartment. He runs to his parents' house. And, you know, he confronts his mom and everything, and his mom is kind of like, you know, like skeptical, because, you know, like, he cut his hair and everything, and we then later find out that there is another Barry in this timeline, and it's not him. It's, there's another Barry, a younger version of him, who's still in college and everything. And, so, you know, we, get to see Michael Keaton's, Batman back later on in the film, and, Andy Muschietti nailed the Batman aspects in this movie, so I'm glad he'll be directing Batman Brave and the Bold, if that ever comes to light. By the way, at the end of the video, I'm going to be going on, like, a little rant, so, bear with me. So, Andy Muschietti nailed the Batman aspects, you know, with the opening scene with Ben Affleck, who was amazing, and, you know, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman saving him and everything. That was all very, very, very fun. So, you know, we end the movie with him, first of all, the story is very, very hard to follow. That's one of the flaws it has. There's flaws, okay? And then it's just been confirmed by Andy Muschietti that the person who killed Barry's mom is Reverse Flash. It was just off-screen. Why would you not have the Flash's main villain on screen? I don't get that whatsoever. But the main villain, who's barely in the movie, is Dark Flash, which is like it's like Savitar and, like, Zoom, like, all cramped up into one. We later find out that it's actually an older version of Barry, who's been trying to go back and prevent the deaths of Michael Keaton's Batman and Sasha Calle's Supergirl. And he's been doing it so many times that he's been getting older and older and older, and, he wanted to stop Barry from, you know, going back and, you know, fixing everything. He wanted to make sure that Barry didn't go back and reset everything so that he could actually let this universe live. But we then find out that this universe was an intersection. That in this universe, Zod was originally supposed to win, and Supergirl was meant to lose. And Michael Keaton's Batman was meant to die and everything like that. So, the movie is, like, all over the place. We spend way too much time with Barry and Barry when we could be moving the story forward. And then, you know, we get a lot of cameos in this movie, which I'm going to go over now. We get, Christopher Reeve's, Superman, and that universe's Supergirl. We get, what looked like Teddy Sears Jay Garrick from the CW show. I'm really ticked off that it wasn't Grant, but what can you do? And, but supposedly it was a de-aged John Wesley Shipp. So if that's the case, I don't have a problem with it. But by the way, the CGI was awful in this film. It really was. Ennio Muschietti came out and saying that it was intended like that, which is a horrible excuse. So yeah, the CGI is very wonky. It's not great. I'll put it this way. It's the most visually pleasing and visually disturbing movie I've ever seen in my lifetime. So we get not Michael Keaton. Who do we get? Oh, we get we get Nicolas Cage's Superman in this movie, which I know you guys are probably like, wait, Nicolas Cage? If you guys didn't already know, Nicolas Cage was supposed to get a Superman film, which was actually scrapped. It never got to see the light of day. And we get him, like, fighting this spider that was, like, this big, gigantic spider that was actually going to be in his movie, so I thought that was pretty cool. He looked awesome, by the way. So I'm kind of sad that we never got to see that. But, we get, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, we get, like, reused footage. Not reused, but, like, we get that, like, thing where Henry Cavill's Superman is at the, like, at his memorial, and he's fighting the rest of the Justice League when he's sort of, like, brainwashed. We get that, like, reference in the, when all the universes are colliding and everything, and, so, I'm gonna go ahead and give my rating out. I know this hasn't really been a review, but, there's just really not much to review. The CGI is wonky, the third act is pretty much thrown together, the humor in this movie is awful, I could go on and on and on, but I don't have that much time. So, I'm gonna give my overall rating, and then I'm going to start ranting a little bit. So I'm gonna give this movie a 4 out of 10. It's fun, but it has so many flaws that I can probably make a whole separate video about, if that's what you guys want. But, so it's a 4 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my rant, so. This movie is the most overhyped thing I've ever seen in my life. I hope you want to. I hope you guys know that. For everyone who said that this is potentially the best comic book movie, has issues. They do, because it's not. It doesn't even come anywhere close. It doesn't come anywhere close to that. After the showing at CinemaCon, everyone came out on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and everything. It was like, this is potentially the best comic book movie ever. It's the best movie since The Dark Knight, and whoever kept saying that is delusional. It's neither of those things. The fact that the studio also had the audacity to, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now, after seeing the movie, that Warner Brothers basically paid all those celebrities to say those good things about the movie, because there's no way that Tom Cruise would just randomly come out and say that this is the movie we need right now. What? By the way, at the end of the movie, we get George Clooney's Batman, and or Bruce Wayne. I hope to everything on my life that he's not the new DCU Batman, otherwise I'm going to go crazy. This movie only made $9 million opening day, and only made $55 million in its opening weekend. That's lower than they projected. They projected it to at least to make... Well, first of all, when everything was circulating, the movie was projected to make 100 to 130 million. But it tanked. It went from 70 to $75 million. But it didn't even come close. It made $55 million. Which just comes to show you how much DC fans are over it. Second of all, I want James Gunn out. After everything, I've been seeing everyone all over social media saying that they've lost all hope for the new DCU. Just from that post-credit scene alone, which is the worst post-credit scene in cinema history, by the way. James Gunn has lied so much. I don't want him at DC. He said that this movie was going to lead right into the new DCU. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't set anything in stone. It doesn't lead into anything. It just kind of leaves us, like, up in the air without, like, no one knows what just happened. It doesn't erase the Snyderverse. It doesn't do anything. So I want James Gunn out. I want him gone. And I want Warner Brothers to fix this situation. And I want them to bring back Snyder so that he can actually make something that will make them money. Keep in mind, I think Warner Brothers is like $500 billion in debt. It's a lot. So that's why they're having to sell all these DC properties, because they're trying to make some money back. So I hope the Netflix thing is true, and that Netflix are trying to negotiate with Warner Brothers on getting the IPs for Snyder's characters for him to finish up everything. There's just one character I want to be recast in all of that, and that's Ezra. So there's that. But, it doesn't look promising. It doesn't look promising. I could go on and on and on. I'm probably going to make a whole separate video. I probably am, if I'm being completely honest. I'll probably shoot that after. But whatever, and I'm going to tell everyone this right now, whatever Snyder had planned was going to make a lot more money than whatever Gunn has planned. It's facts. I'm sorry, but it was going... And the reason why DC fans are over it was because all the way back in 2014-15, when they announced that slate of all these projects that were going to come out, you know, first of all, the Flash movie was supposed to come out all the way back in 2018, and then everyone dropped out, and they kept having to go find new writers and directors. We were supposed to get a Cyborg movie. We were supposed to get the Flash movie way earlier. We were supposed to get so many projects that would have made so much money, but for whatever reason, Warner Brothers kept interfering with Snyder's plans, and here we are now. So I don't see Gunn around for much longer. If Creature Commandos doesn't do well, I think he's out. Which, honestly, I'm all for, because he's a liar. And I don't want anyone going down in the comments saying that, oh, I'm just a Snyder fan. I'm not. I have been a DC fan since I was a kid. I want to see these movies and characters' success. I want to see these movies making $1 billion at the box office, but they never do. Because Warner Brothers never goes through with any of their plans. Never. And yes, I'm a little fired up. Because, everyone lied about this movie. Saying the fact that Warner Brothers had the audacity to book a Super Bowl spot to show the trailer, everyone got so excited. If you go look on everyone else's reviews, they're going to say that it's a mid-movie. It's very, very mid. Probably, it's probably right at mid. Yeah, it's not great. I had a bunch of other things to say about everything, but I forgot, so I'm gonna have to go look back on my notes. Anyway, this has been Joshua Arce of Just Reviews, and I'll catch you guys next video.